Hello, and welcome back to another Rise of Empires C25 video with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for all of your previous views, likes, comments, suggestions, subscriptions, and all of that jazz. I really appreciate it. Click that like button, subscribe if you can. That's my alarm telling me to get out of bed. I got out of bed already, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in our Race to Castle Level 25 account, and we are going to be talking a little bit about research today. A few people have asked me, what should I be researching at the start, etc., etc. So we're going to kind of break this into two halves. What should you be researching in terms of short game or, quick advancement? And then what should you be researching in terms of long game if you want to think a little bit further on, and be stronger in the long run? Now, obviously, in this castle, I'm focused on quick advancement to begin with. Okay, so quick advancement is going to come from pretty much about three areas. You're going to get it from completing your rapid production and your town development. So both of these are going to give you basically more resources. Obviously, with rapid development, the resources come after doing the rapid development itself, but you should be able to do rapid development at least 2, if not 3 times per day. We can see here that I've already done it, but my success rate is back up to 85%. Even if I do it, and I'm hiccuping there because I'm having coffee, and it isn't successful, which it's going to be successful all the time, isn't it? Yeah, it is. The repair cost is very well worth the price. I think it's a couple of thousand, and it's usually in ale or marble. Okay, everything's just going to be successful there. That's fine. But if we go back, say, wait a second, we can do this one. So, no, that's 85%. Right, so we're going to 60% there. So let's do a 60%. At 60%, we're going to get it done. That's fine. That's fine. 60% here. Let's do that one. Okay, fantastic. That one failed. At repairing that, what does it cost? 1,960 ale. That is absolutely nothing. So rapid production is super good because at the moment we are getting, 20,000? So that effectively means each lumber mill is going to give me up to 60,000 if I do it 3 times a day, 60,000 wood per day, and that's on top of production. Times that by 6 is 36,000, isn't it? Or is it 30,000? It's 36,000. 3,600. 360,000. Good God, sir. Wood per day just from the rapid production, which adds up quite a lot, considering that we're still in we need 8 millions of wood. 360,000 wood per day just from rapid production is a considerable amount. So it's definitely worth doing. And so in terms of research, that's the one I will always finish off first, is rapid production, getting that out of the way. I then like to move on to doing zone com. Now, if you watch my other video where we had a zone com trick, which still works, a lot of people said it didn't work. It completely and utterly does work. It is, I think, dependent on your castle level. If you're a castle level 6, I don't think you can do it. I think you have to be above level 10 or something like that. And I don't know why that is, because it is technically a glitch, but it is just what it is. But it does definitely work. I've tested it again after that video in a quick castle that I set up, and it definitely worked. So just keep trying if you haven't got it done, or ask your fellow Alliance members to try with you and see what is happening. But basically, then I will move on to doing zone commemoration research. We do zone com, and I've talked about this for many, many years. We do zone com because what we want to do is open very quickly the advanced rewards, and you can see I've not got there yet. I'm still a little bit short on my courage medals, but we need to open the advanced rewards so we can get those extra chests when Clash of Province starts. So we do rapid production, we do town development, we move on to zone com as fast as we can. We then also focus quite a lot on class legion research. Now, we're doing this for a couple of reasons. The main reason to begin with, if we're thinking about kind of rushing things, is that can then give us the chance to complete area cleansing operation quicker. And by complete, I don't mean we have to actually kill everything all the way down to level 15 or whatever it is. But by complete, I mean we can get all the things we absolutely need. Now, we've still got 4 days left on area cleansing, and the only really things we want here are the purple tickets, maybe the experience. I don't know. We'll have a look at that a bit later on. But by maxing your class Legion, you're going to be able to have more troops, your high level heroes, etc., which means you're going to attack high level marauders, which means you're going to get more points from that. That also means by maxing this, where is it? Yeah, sorry. Class Legion, you're going to be able to do more attacks per day, etc., which is going to give you more researchers, more experience, and help you grow faster and all of that jazz, as well as getting your daily tasks, blah, 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 blah. So as I was saying, we go Royal Rapid Production, Town Development, Class Legion, and Zone Com are my first focuses. Okay, so that's what I've done and focused on at the start. Now you can see I haven't done a huge amount, but it's my first focus for sure. Now, if we look at the kind of second part, is where I start to think about now. So now that I've got those two done and dusted, I'm starting to think about where else I want to focus my energy. Now, obviously, Zone Com still has to be a focus, and once I get to advanced rewards, we're going to try and still continue to push through. Super rewards are brilliant. However, I'm not massively worried. We will get there. It's getting to advanced rewards quick will definitely give us a massive benefit. Getting to super rewards, we still don't have the capacity within the castle or the legions to fully exploit super rewards yet, which is the 7th, 8th, or 9th chest. So even if I could open them tomorrow, I wouldn't be hitting those chests. I wouldn't be opening those chests. So rushing that is not necessarily important. Once I've got to advanced rewards, we're okay to kind of not pause, but Zone Com can just take a back seat and sit there in the back saying every so often, hey, you just do a research on me, and we go, yes, of course we will. But once we've got there, well, and then we can reassess that later on when we see that our strength has grown, and then we can see, yes, we're going to be able to open those chests. Yeah. And by strength, I mean our gathering capacity, our capacity to train a lot of troops. That means our encampments have to be upgraded, blah, 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 blah. We need to be on tier 8 troops, all that kind of stuff. That sort of capacity. So Zone Com is still a focus, but a backseat focus. Class Legion is still a focus, but a backseat focus. And what we start to turn towards now is doing stuff like accessory production. Now, accessory production is pretty cheap, but you can do a lot of it. It does also give high levels of points for the research day in COP, which is Wednesdays. It's currently the tail end of Wednesday now, I think, isn't it? Yeah, we've still got 3 hours and 50 minutes. So accessory production is a really good one to focus on to do on Wednesdays to maximize your Clash of Province score. I also look at cavalry training. So cavalry training, obviously, I've always said that I like cavalry better than anything else, and they are the fastest, and so I usually will focus on using them as well. We will eventually be using other troops, but I do try and focus on cavalry training at the start. Improved medical facilities are relatively cheap in order to do, and this is more of a long-term thing in that you will need 100% improved medical facilities in order to complete something. What is it? In order to complete Zone Com? Yes, you do. You can see here. You need to complete medical facilities before you can do Zone Com. So that's something really important to think about, that this will help this. So I start to have a look at improved medical facilities as well. And then in general, the only thing I'm not really looking at is Zone Conflict yet, because I'm not going to be fighting that much, and I know that. But if you are going to be fighting, then you need to look at this. I'd still say it should take a second tier to Zone Com research, which is going to get you better points. But I don't really focus on the other legions yet, or the footmen or the archer training. So kind of first tier focus here, guys. We've got rapid production, the town development, Class Legion, and Zone Com. That's what we're focusing on, and what we have focused on in our first 3 weeks of the game. Yeah, this is our 3rd week of the game ending now. Moving forward, so probably week 4, 5, and 6. So the next 3 weeks, my focus is definitely going to be on cavalry training, accessory production, improved medical facilities, and the Class Legion. And then we're also going to be doing Zone Com as often and when we can, depending on the amount of courage medals we have. That's my goals. That's what I suggest for a new castle is going to get you in the best position later on in the game. Now, obviously, a lot of people are going to have different views on this, and most of those views are going to come down to the raiding versus the style of play that I have. So most people are going to say, oh, but you need this in order to raid and loot that many things. And I will always say to those people, yeah, but I don't intend to raid or loot anybody, so it doesn't really matter. That's mostly going to be the differences that people are going to have with the way I play and the way that they want to play. So that's completely fine. And please feel free down below to say that I actually think you should focus on this, whether it be basic military or basic combat. The only reason we don't do... Actually, this one's not a bad one to do, basic military. Because you get this... Full metal jacket is a pretty good skill. This is a HP skill. And this increases all unit HP. So this is actually not a bad thing to think about. Deadly arms, what's that? Death rate, I don't worry too much about. Production count, yeah. Basic military, you can, have a little bit of a poke at as well. As you can see, I have as well. Basic combat, I don't do too much simply because it takes the courage medals that I need for other stuff. So we kind of leave these alone for a little bit. We will come to them, but I just don't want to waste those courage medals that we could use for zone com. For sure. How many do we need? Oh, we still need 100 or so. Excellent. So I hope that's kind of helping people think about how they're kind of planning, especially, I know a few people in my current alliance asked yesterday whether or not what they should focus on. That's what I suggest. And I think that way you're going to get the broadest overall. Now, it does sound like I've mentioned that you should just focus on everything, but let's just kind of get rapid production done first. Get town development done second. A few people would disagree with me on that. I disagree with that. Get zone com done as soon as you can open it, and as soon as you can start doing stuff, push to advance rewards. Once you're at advanced rewards, take a pause and rethink. Okay, get some class legion research done so that you can then defeat bigger marauders, get better rewards, finish off area cleansing, and then after that point, focus on accessory production, cavalry training, and improve medical facilities. That's my view, and I'm sticking to it. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know down below what you think, and I will catch you in the next one. Sayonara, and ciao ciao, and goodbye to everyone in the world. How else do you say goodbye? Sayonara, ciao ciao, hey door in Swedish. How do I not remember how to say goodbye? Bonjour? No, that's hello, isn't it? Oh, what's sayonara? That's Japanese. Yeah. How do I not know how to say goodbye? I know how to say goodbye in 2 languages? That's ridiculous. I should know more than that. Okay, put down below all the ways you know how to say goodbye so that I can learn them. Alright. Thanks. See ya.